Hey y'all, hey, it's T and I'm back on this Good Friday evening. I am super tired. I have been working a whole lot at work. It's March and September are the end of our fiscal half, so they're very busy for me. I have to work a lot, so I haven't really had a chance to touch base, so I wanted to come up here and say hello to every one of you. And thank you so much for watching my channel. I have some new subscribers, and so I figured this would be a good time to give kind of like a brief overview of who I am. Of course, my name is T. I talk about a lot on this channel, but you'll see a lot of finance content because I just have a passion for that. I used to actually work in finance, but I no longer do. But it's still a very passionate thing for me, something that I've worked through myself. I was over $20-some thousand in credit card debt. I managed to pay that off. I had $76,000 worth of student loans from my undergrad and master's, and I paid that off. And currently I am debt free with the exception of the mortgage, which today is a milestone because I am officially under $80,000 on our mortgage. In fact, I'm at $79,782.18. So I'm very happy about that. My goal for this year, one of my financial goals was to get us under 70K by year's end. And I see that entirely possible and happening. And hopefully I'll get as low as I can, but I'm kind of taking a break simply because the student loan was a tussle, and I'm tired. So I'm trying to like build myself back up, build that motivation back up so I can aggressively do the mortgage like I did that student loan. Anyway, I just wanted to talk a little briefly about me. If you watched any of my older videos, you will know that I grew up in the South in a very like rural situation. I actually have made a playlist where I think those videos probably give you the most insight to who I am as a person. I do like outdoor stuff. I haven't put as much outdoor things up here as I would like. I've put some hunting videos, some videos of our cabin. I actually have a hiking video that I just have not had a chance to edit and put up here. We did we went on a hike, my husband and I, and we go by this mountain all the time. We've been there to walk, have picnics and stuff like that. And we've always wanted to go to the top. We did that, and I did film it, but I just haven't been able to edit it at all. That hike was a total of 11.8 miles, if I'm not mistaken, to get to the summit, to get back down, and then we did the perimeter of it as well. So I'll have that up eventually. And some more outdoor stuff toward the summertime when we're out there more. Of course, 75 hard is kicking my butt because I'm having to go outside every day, and in bad weather, it's not very fun. I do put some of my 75 hard content up here, but I do not do it every day because I just feel like it would just get boring and repetitive. I will say the one steadfast I do for exercise for 75 hard are my daily walks. One of my 45-minute sessions outside is always walking. And I wanted to talk about the reason that I do that. It is because I have degenerative disc disease, and running, although I like to run and I do run on occasion, I would not feel comfortable running every day for 75 days straight just because of the impact. When you run, you have a lot of impact on your joints, and I don't want to do that. So that's the reason I chose walking. It's low impact and you can still get a really good workout, especially depending on the speed that you're walking. And so I do that every day. I'm sure you guys don't want to see me walking every day. So that's the reason I don't film content every day. And then I'll do 2 to 3 days in the gym. And any other days, I just work out at home. We do have free weights here. I have free weights from 10 to like 40 pounds. I have kettlebells. I have a boxing bag. I have, of course, my little stepper. I have a bike. What else? And a weight bench. We do have a weight bench here. So I can get a pretty good workout, and I love jumping ropes. I can get a pretty good workout at home if I choose not to go to the gym. So I just figured that stuff over and over again would get quite repetitive. But just know that, yes, I have completed today, well, with the exception of drinking this water here. You can see where it's at right there, which I have to drink before I go to bed. So that's really nothing. I'll get that knocked out. So I'm doing really good there. I have been able to maintain my protein intake. That was my diet plan, was to make sure that I got 100 grams of protein a day. I'm not a really restrictive diet type of person because physically I can't eat a lot of food. I just can't. Even if I wanted to like gorge on food, I can't. So normally my calorie intake is within a decent range anyway. So I didn't want to do a calorie restriction, but I did want to up my protein. And reading. I finished this book, The Art of Letting Go. I finished that book, and I am on to my third book, which I hope to be my final book, but I may have to get another one toward the end. And that one is The Purpose-Driven Life. And it's more of a biblical text. It's basically trying to find God's purpose for your life and making your life more meaningful by finding that purpose. So I just started that. I'm probably about, I think I'm 40 pages in right now. So I may do a little video talking about that, but maybe not, because I really don't want to talk about two things on my channel, religion and politics. I do not have any interest because they spark emotion, and sometimes it's not good, and it's just not something that I want to do on this channel. I want it to be a happy place. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell. If you like camping and things like that, you'll see that up here, because we actually plan to go camping a lot more in the summertime. We generally do that once or twice a year. We'll go out and we'll just stay for a few days at like the lake or something like that. We do camping. Of course, I've talked about hunting up here. We go fishing. What else do we do? A lot of hiking. We love national forests. So we'll go to any national forest we can get to, and we will walk it. And I did not film when we hiked in PA, but we did hike a mountain in PA as well. I just didn't film it, but I wish I had now. Anyway, today I've been sitting here contemplating my goals for 2025. One of them was to start a Roth this year. And that was because my salary and then any like bonuses or incentives, my bonuses or incentives are not, my retirement accounts are not deducted from those. So I figured it would be a good idea to just start like a Roth with funds funded from any found money. And you know, I call that found money on my channel. And I wanted to do that, and I was going to do that in May. It'll be either late April or May this year, but you'll see it in my budgeting videos. Anywho, now I've been like researching and looking at stuff, and I'm like, maybe I should do a fixed rate annuity. Like a 10-year fixed rate annuity. So I'm sitting here like doing the this versus that comparison to see what is the best fit. And so now I'm like all up in the air. I've turned my little wheels, and now I have to do more research to figure out which way I want to go. But one of those will be done this, like I said, late April or May. I'm kind of talking about the things that I'm trying to check down on my 2025 list. Something else was on my mind. Oh my God. In the past month, I have been asked by 3 to 4 separate family members, when are you getting a new car? And I'm like, what's wrong with my car? Like, I know that my car is not it doesn't look like a beater or anything. It's just the fact that I've had it so long. I think they just automatically, like, why aren't you buying a new car? And if you know me from this channel, you know that I have a car fund to go toward that. And I also use my car fund. I don't know if I said this before, but I also use my car fund for unexpected expenses that may be car related. Like November, I had it was basically like a $75K service on my car, which I already knew would be kind of expensive. However, I had another repair that I needed done, and so the total bill ended up being over $3,000. I was able to pull that money from my car fund instead of our like budgeted money or anything. So it serves like a dual purpose. It's saving to go toward a new vehicle, and it also can be used in emergency situations where I may have a repair that needs to be done as well. And my goal this year was to save $8K toward that. And I don't want to use it. Like, I don't want to use the money. Like, the more that I'm thinking about it and the more that it grows, the more I'm like, I'm not ready. I say that in this economy right now, I'm not ready to pull that money. I'm just not ready. And I was telling my relative that I'm like, well, I don't want one right now. I don't want a car note. And I anticipate, like, I want it known, I'm not anti-debt. I anticipate that I'm going to have a car note for sure. If I could wait a little longer, maybe not, because I would accumulate enough money where maybe I could just purchase flat out. But right now, I would probably have a car note, and I'm not opposed to car notes at all. I'm just opposed to a car note that exceeds a certain amount of money. I refuse. I will save the money to be able to bring that down to make sure that it's within my desired range. And if I can't do that, I'm not getting a car until that time. It's just not going to happen. So I don't want people to think I'm opposed to car debt. I'm not. I'm opposed to high payments for myself. And yeah, no, I don't want that right now. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, this is that thing you do. That whole thing where I don't want, like, I'm specifically saving for a car, but the more it grows, the more I don't want to spend it. It's something that just stems from the fact that, you know, I went through a really traumatic experience where I was basically homeless, unhoused, and I was just bouncing around to people that would take me in, and it was horrible. It was horrible, and that experience has made me like that, like where I just hold, and even though I have a specific fund for a specific purchase or purpose, I don't want to spend it at all. And so I've got to get out of that. That was on my mind today because, you know, you've got to live too. You can't just, saving is great, but I have a whole life to live, and I got to live too. So I've got to break that thought process. I've got to break that. It's not good. So that's what's been on my mind today. It's like, oh, you still have those little things are still like trickling in there. Those little thoughts of, whoa, what if I do this and then this happens? What if I do that and then this happens? Now, am I still not going to buy a car this year? Absolutely. I don't have any desire to do that this year at all, until I just got to see more about what's going on in the world before I'll do that. But it is something that I plan to do, and I have a deadline to do it because I want to space my cars out in a certain period of time. So at some point I'm going to have to do it. So, But anyway, that's all that's on my mind. And I'm sorry about this ranting video tonight, but it's Friday. I just wanted to get up here and say hello because I missed getting up here. So I need to do a live soon. I'm hoping that I will. Maybe sometime over the weekend I'll do a live and kind of be able to touch base with my fam up here. But anyway, that is all I got for now. I'll try to keep this short. And I will talk to you guys soon. Check out that playlist if you kind of want to get a feel of me if you're a new subscriber. And please hit that thumbs up if you are on this video and you've made it this far. Or once you click on the video, give me a thumbs up. No, just kidding. But give me a thumbs up if you like my content. And I will talk to you guys soon.